What's up, guys? Andrew Montanez here. It's Sunday. Last night was the biggest fight of our day, and let's chat about it. Floyd Mayweather won himself a decision last night over Manny Pacquiao. He won pretty handedly to me and to the other three judges that scored the fight. He won a unanimous decision. And kind of outpointed Manny, never let him get too close to him, never let him hit him, played a defensive game, kind of a, probably a boring fight to the general public, pretty tactical to a boxing standpoint, not the biggest, not what people expected when the amount of money that was there's about $400 million being spent on this fight, and wasn't the most engaging fight. I thought it was great, I thought it was tactical, I thought it was slick. It had its moments. It didn't have a lot of moments. It had its moments. They weren't huge, but there was a couple times Manny could have really pressed the action. If you guys didn't see the fight, watch it. But Floyd did a good job of not letting Manny get near him. Used his jab pretty well to establish distance when he needed. Every time he would cut an angle, come back with the jab, and I think there was a couple times when Manny got hit with a couple hard punches that he didn't see, and I think that made him question his forward attack. Floyd has this style that he throws counter punches when you throw a punch, and they come really fast, and it can make the most offensive fighter be very tentative and think more than he has to. I like seeing Manny fight when he's not thinking, and I think he was doing a lot of thinking in this fight. I think he didn't, he threw single combinations, they'd be moving, and he'd stop. I wanted to see Manny just go all the way forward the whole fight, try to put the pressure, but maybe the strikes were hurting him. It was interesting, after they announced the winner, they interviewed Manny Pacquiao, and he said he thought he won the fight, and maybe because we have a better view at home. I wasn't at the fight. I can see some stats and stuff, but even without seeing the stats, I thought it was pretty apparent that Floyd landed way more punches than Manny, and Manny was not really hitting Floyd. There was rounds where Manny was landing 3 to 5 punches the entire round. So I thought it was a pretty big win. The judges gave Floyd a pretty big win. He stays 48-0. He's 2 fights away from beating Marciano's record. Could go down as the greatest fighter of all time and for our era. And for him not to engage, him to be considered one of the best fighters of all time, to use a defensive style, I find it rather interesting. And that's kind of how I thought the fight was going to play out. I didn't see Manny do plan B, plan C, plan D. Kind of stayed plan A, meaning that he did that, stop, and it just stayed the whole fight. And, I heard some rumors from some people I know, some TV networks, that they already booked a rematch date prior to this fight. I'm pretty sure they're going to cancel that. I don't think the general public wants to see a rematch. I don't think the fight warranted a rematch, because we're going to get duped again by Floyd. We're going to get a rematch. All this hype, we might see the same exact fight. And I think the general public might be smart enough now, after everyone dished out tons of money, to watch this fight. And it played out in Floyd fashion. I was at a party and people were yelling, and they were all upset, like, Floyd fight, Floyd fight. I'm like, have you ever watched a Floyd fight? Everyone's like, no. I'm like, don't complain, because this is how Floyd fights. Don't get upset, because this is how Floyd fights. If you don't, come prepared before you watch a Floyd fight. Watch a couple of his other fights. You kind of know this is what he does. And that's the news for. This is me talking about a fight on a Sunday while I drink a coffee and chill with my dog and relax. But got a couple more fights coming up. We got Stipe Miocic against Mark Hunt next weekend in UFC. Following weekend, Frankie Edgar versus Uriah Faber. Huge lightweight fight. And I'll talk about them. Maybe you guys will listen. Maybe you won't. Probably should. If you don't, I don't care. I'll be doing this anyway. Peace.